Alrighty, hello again, this is Trice Majestus, and we're back in Elite Dangerous Odyssey, back to building our systems out and gathering materials to do so, so let's get in game, get things rolling. Hello 69 Treesmo, welcome back. Alright, I need my spreadsheet, which needs to go down to the other monitor. Wish I could up the font. I suppose I can. Because 11 is not big enough. Oh, 14. 14 works. That's much better. Hello, Shane. Welcome back. Nice. All right. So what am I working on here? Titanium, I think. 1075, right. Okay. Probably should do something with conditional formatting. Let's see. Okay, well, I'll figure that out another time when I'm not on stream. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission. Please ensure you follow standard docking procedures before landing. Permission authorized. Cleared for landing on pad 40.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Hey Tibbs, welcome back.
Docking complete. Ground crew dispatched. You are most welcome, Commander.
Hello Zoltor, welcome back. Just collecting lots of stuff. Filling up a carrier, or mostly anyway.
Cargo hold at maximum
I'll be delivering sometime later tonight, I think, the first round. And a few nights to do the second one, and see where things go for building additional.
Moderate speed on exit.
It's still the best spaceship flight simulator in existence, so. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Hello, Dr. Claw. Welcome back. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
We welcome your business at this carrier, Commander. Please enjoy your stay with us.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Clearance granted. Move directly to your landing pad.
I think at some point I'm going to be moving to that new spaceship throttle that, what is it, VGS came up with. Whenever those are more commonly available. Deploy landing gear.
Pay attention,
Landing
Commander.
gear deployed.
Your landing gear is retracted.
Retract landing gear.
Ship released.
Landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
I'm going to keep the Warthog stick, but I'm going to go to that new throttle. Or at least I'm going to try out that new throttle. Whether I stick with it, who knows? The Warthog stick fits me very well.
Flight control signing off.
You know, it's as good a stick as I could wish to have. I considered going to a double Warthog stick. I'd have to get a left-handed Warthog stick though. But then that VGS came out with that new space, designed for spaceships throttle, and that seems to me to be it might be a paradigm I would like better than a double stick. I don't know. I really don't know. So we'll have to see. I don't exactly have money to burn, so I don't know when I'm going to be able to try that out, but at some point I will.
Gudemaya, Alpha, November Golf. Submit a landing request on approach, Commander.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Access granted. Clear to land at docking bay 2-4.
You know, the Warthog throttle and stick is nice if I'm flying an aircraft. Flying a spaceship, the throttles, the stick is still nice, but the throttle is missing some functionality because it's designed for an aircraft. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
And where one company has come up with a throttle that's designed for a throttle and stick usage for spaceship flight, that seems like something I want to try out. I like the concept of a throttle and stick rather than two sticks. We'll see.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
It's one of those things where I don't know if I'm going to like it until I try it out. And unfortunately, the only way to try it out is to buy one. So, at some point I will.
Disengage from landing pad. You are go for departure.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Now, I don't know how heavy the base is, so I don't know. Hi. I don't know if I'm going to have trouble with the base moving around, but we'll see. What are you doing? Getting a bit of a traffic jam here. Alright, let's try and go out behind this guy.
Have a safe journey.
That's one thing I actually like about the Thrustmaster system is that I can configure the dead zone. And my current setup has no dead zone. I actually don't like having a dead zone. It means when I let go of the stick, however, since no such thing as perfect centering, the nose tends to drift in one direction or another. But I'll put up with that to have the quick response of having no dead zone.
Hello, Commander. Stay aware of other ships around this carrier.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Permission granted. A landing pad has been assigned to you.
The other thing I like about the Thrustmaster is the technology they use for determining the stick position. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
They actually use some sort of piezoelectric sensor rather than a wheeled or direct connection, which makes it highly accurate, and it makes it so that it doesn't drift over time. You can do that. It is fully configurable. And I set it to absolutely 0 because I don't like it. I don't like dead zone.
Contact confirmed. Solid approach. What can we do for you, Commander?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the exact effect that they're using on here, but it's not a, due to rolling of springs or balls or anything like that. So the stick is actually independent of the sensor, which is really nice. I don't know, it might be Hall effect, it might be something else. It's some sort of electrical effect, which directly senses the position of the stick, and it's really nice. Hello, Mr. Mad Hatter. Welcome back. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
I'd actually have to look up what effect they're using, but it's some sort of electrical magnetic connection. I don't even know the name of it. Whatever it is, it works very well. I know it's not a mechanical linkage,
Frameshift
um,
drive charging.
which is really good because as the stick wears, it doesn't go out of calibration.
2, 1, engage.
It took me a. It's funny. My first stick, my first Warthog stick was like I used it and used it and used it, used it. Didn't realize it was getting, things were getting worn inside. I didn't, because it just did what it did. Till it basically broke. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know it's not, there's no direct mechanical linkage, which is nice because the mechanical linkages tend to fail a lot more quickly than magnetic linkage.
Guten Maya Alpha November Golf. Please submit a landing request on approach, Commander.
It took me 4 years of using the stick every single day. In some cases, in a lot of days, I played 6-7 hours a day on the stick. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
For it to actually wear out.
Directly for Bay 10.
Took a long, long, long time to wear out. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
And I probably could have fixed it because it was just the mechanical parts that were breaking. Or wearing out anyway.
Confirmed contact. Engaging docking restrictions.
All the parts in this I could order from Graybar. So I could, and it uses standard tools to open up. I could easily have serviced it and refurbished it if I wanted to. But what it would have taken in time. Yeah, I'm thinking of swapping out my Warthog throttle for the VKB space throttle.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
In fact, let me over here. Let's see if it's actually for sale anywhere. It's only $250. I have to get it directly from VKB. Okay. Interesting. Huh, okay, you can order them right now. I'd have to remap a lot of my controls on the left hand, but that's okay. And it uses the same type of base plate, except it's steel instead of titanium. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking for the. I'd basically go for the standard, I think. And the standard is currently listed. Where is it? At 249 US. So I'm gonna have to save up for that. I don't have that on hand. One stem module, okay. Does not include a GNX MFH. Video guides. Neat. So yeah, I am sincerely, very heavily considering getting that in the relatively near future. We shall have to see. All right, now what was I doing? I was buying titanium. I bought 730. All right. Let's take it back to the carrier. Yeah, the mini will be too small for my hands. The larger, I don't know whether I want to use standard or larger. I'm probably going to get standard, and if I need larger, well, I'll do something about that later.
Detachment complete. Maintain
Retract landing gear.
on exit.
Landing gear retracted.
Looks like the grips are interchangeable, so I can, if the standard is too small, I can buy the larger grip and swap the grips.
Frameshift drive charging.
You are clear of station.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, the difference is in the base? No, I want the larger base. I want all the standard size base anyway. We'll see. I'll take a look at it. I'll probably get the standard one. I'd want a standard size base because of
We welcome your business at this
the number of
Commander.
buttons and
Please
things,
enjoy your stay with us.
and because it would be heavier, which means it would, if when I move things around, it wouldn't slide around my desk as much. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking
Deploy
permission.
landing gear.
Clearance granted. Move
Deploy
directly
landing
to
gear.
landing pad.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
I can understand that. Once you've gotten used to a control set, it's a little bit of a learning curve to move to a different one. But we'll see.
Landing successful. Clamps engaged. What can we do for you, Commander?
Hello, Clive. Welcome back. $32.65. Where's my spreadsheet?
Ship released.
Retract landing gear.
Until a carrier is far behind.
Landing gear retracted.
Fractional drive charging.
Aha!
Speed restrictions have been
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I know a lot of the controller drivers do things to make it easy for the games to map them.
Alpha, November Golf. Please ensure you follow standard docking procedures before landing.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Access granted. Cleared for landing on pad 2-5.
Titanium steel alloys are sufficiently heavy.
Scan detected. Scan detected.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, but the controller drivers have gotten around that issue. Especially since they're all USB ports. If you were talking serial ports and things like that, yeah.
Have you with us, Commander?
But with USB ports, it's just a matter of the programming of the drivers to make it so that it has nothing to do with Windows anymore. That was pretty much fixed just by going to USB from the serial port ones. You had some restrictions there. USB doesn't.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Disengage from landing pad. Moderate speed on exit.
Deploy. Oh, sorry. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, that's an old limit. That's long gone. And it was partly the problem of the developers, of the drivers.
Traffic operations signing off.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Microsoft didn't make it easy, and in fact, they've made it easier, but
This is flight control. Considerate pilots are welcome, Commander.
open hailing frequencies. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Permission granted. A landing pad is
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
I just don't have anyone helping me at the moment, but even with help, it's still, getting 5,000 tons of something is a lot of back and forth. Yes, I am using voice attack. And at times I use ED Copilot, but right now I'm behind a version.
We've got you safe.
That's what the carrier's for, is making a short trip out of it.
Enjoy your stay.
So to make one of the primary stations, it's approximately 22,000 tons of materials you have to collect. So, which is on a carrier outfitted like the one I've got, it's basically 2 carrier loads worth of stuff for every primary station. And that's if you're just going with outposts. Never mind if you're going to make some, use your allocate a primary station as a Orbis station or something like that. The hardest part of getting voice attack to work for you isn't the setting up of the bindings and stuff like that. The hardest part is the number of hours that you've got to spend going through the script for Microsoft speech recognition. I put 16 hours into training initially training the Microsoft voice recognition. I then went back. I didn't like how well it was doing. I went back and I put in another 16 hours of training into Microsoft voice recognition. You do. You have to go over and over and over and over and over and over and over through that script. Hello, Tacito. Welcome back. So like I said, right now I've got, actually, let's see, I did another 16 after that. So I've basically put 48 hours of training into Microsoft speech recognition on this computer. And it's pretty good at this point. I may do some more later. I don't know. I may just leave it this way. And certainly when I go to, upgrade and make a new computer, I'm going to have to go do those 48 hours of voice recognition training all over again. But, you start out, unfortunately not. Now part of the reason is the chips are different on the different motherboards. So what it detects for a voice is a different waveform. Yeah, well, I'm only doing outposts there, Zoltor, and for an outpost, it's approximately 22,000 tons of material. And I highly suggest starting out with if you're doing this, starting out with an outpost, because the progression of outpost upwards, it works better. You can go for the most expensive station right at the beginning and haul those 70K tons. You can do that. Yes, you could. Hold on a second. All right. Desktop. All right. So this is what the configuration scripts look like. And you'll notice, what I'm saying is here under the spoken command. So if you basically just put Navajo in here, you can speak Navajo at it. Ah, okay. No, so I'm building. My numbers are all for outposts at the moment because I am not yet building a station. Well, here's the thing. You can go out there and you can get one of the voice packs and load up a voice pack, and that voice pack comes with a whole bunch. Aha! That voice pack comes with a whole bunch of programmed pieces. And so it fills in a lot of this for you, and then you can customize it from there. If you're starting from scratch, it's a lot of work to set one of these up. So it very much it's well worth, getting a voice pack, whether it's one of the free ones or whether it's one that you pay for. I mean, there's one that's Mr. Spock. You can get the entire Enterprise crew, but you got to. In fact, you could first generation, second generation. There's a whole bunch of Enterprise crew ones you can do, and they actually work together. Fascinating. This one here is Anubis, which is from a voice actor by the name of Zenuel. Anubis, information.
Anubis, first generation integrated AI. I am designed, edited, and voiced by Zenuel. More information on my creator can be found at zenuel.com. I am currently version 1.0. Thank you for downloading me.
So Zenuel's site is no longer up as far as I know, but he still exists and he responds on several different artistic discords and other things like that. So you can track him down and maybe still get this. At the time it was free, and I'm more than happy to advertise for him because he's got an amazing voice and he did a great job on this voice pack. I don't think I would ever switch to another voice pack. I love his voice. So, yeah. In any case, and I don't use all of these commands. There's certain ones I definitely use. So I mean, you could set this up any way you wanted to set it up in any language you want to set it up. Yes, he's definite. Him or oh god, there's like him or Avi or what the heck's the other guy's name? I can see his face, but I can't recall his name at the moment. There's a number of really deep-bass singing voices that are around, and a voice pack from any one of those guys would be truly amazing. Zenuel, of course, you can hear him. His voice is very deep. You know, he's down in that range. So. There's all sorts of commands I haven't I wonder. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. That's a response. Gotcha. That's not good. I should take that one out. Alrighty. Well, in any case, that's enough of that. All right, did I unload? No, I did not. $39.95. I am using the Tobii IX head and eye tracker. They make the best head tracking system in existence. Here, let me go back over. Come on. Why is Alt Tab not working? Fine. Go back to desktop. Doink. Tobii Eye Tracker 5. Get out those apples and pears. Aye. Let's see, gaming.tobii.com. Yeah, sure. So this is the most amazing head tracking system. It just attaches to the bottom of your monitor. In fact, if you go back a couple of months, I have a stream where I unboxed and attached one of these and calibrated it. I think it only took me, what, 15, 20 minutes? And it was all set up and running. It really wasn't hard. Then I went into the gaming hub here and did the calibration here for the game, and poof, everything was dialed in the way I wanted it. And I started out with the Tobii devices back at the Tobii IX3. So I had a 3, a 4A, and I now have a 5. And each time it's been an amazing advancement in the ease of setup, the response of the system, and basically overall experience has just gotten better and better and better every single time. Things I can control, I can control how fast it responds to my head, how quickly it tracks, and because I'm streaming, I put up a little bit of a delay so that it will I'll look and it will follow. If I was just playing, I would probably make the control a little tighter. Hello, Mr. Thorpe. Welcome back. But and so you can notice it's got you can separately track the head movements and the eye movements, and it's all sorts of things you can do. For instance, something I don't have turned on right now is the IX5 has something really new. They have the ability to detect your head tilt. So if I wanted to have it respond to tilting my head, I could do that. I could turn that on here. I tried it for a little bit. I didn't like it. I just want to keep it a horizontal. On the Tobii 4C, I had to use the eye tracking to enhance the head tracking. I didn't need to do that on the 5. As you can see, I've got the eye tracking separately turned off and working just on head tracking right now. Yes. And works quite well. I thought I was going to have to set up a separate profile for with and without glasses, and it turns out I didn't need to. That was on the 4C. Since I'm not using the eye tracking right now on the 5, I haven't really tested that. But I imagine you probably don't even need a different profile. Or if you do, It's just a matter of setting up a new profile here, the new profile button. So you can have a glasses profile and a non-glasses profile. Usually, excuse me. Usually with a computer, you either wear them or don't, so you just need to set up one profile. But when I first started getting classes, sometimes I'd wear them, sometimes I wouldn't. I set up two profiles, but it turns out I didn't need it, so I got rid of one of the profiles. This is by far, and I received nothing from Toby. Okay, I purchased my iX5, so this is entirely my opinion. And of all of the head and eye tracking systems out there, this one I believe is the best for several reasons. First of all, the ease of setup is amazing. Second, unlike some of the other ones, you don't need things put on your head for them to track. It actually profiles your face. So it knows which way your head moves. It knows which way your eyes are moving. And it responds accordingly. And the way you can customize it for every, I mean, if you look at this thing, right? Oops, games. You know, I got these are the games that I've got installed that are enabled. There are many, 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 many other games that will take an eye tracker input. And a few of them are here in this category. So, well, that's interesting. Shadow Tactics does. And there's even a bunch that are not listed here that will actually work with it. They're just not confirmed. Right now, it looks like they have you set up a profile per game. Because you probably want to specialize it on a specific game. For instance, Elite Dangerous, I mean, I've got it set up because of the way Elite Dangerous works. I've got, where is it? Where's the setting? Somewhere there's a setting, oh, it might be in Elite itself, where I turn this off for when I'm on foot. So on foot, I do not use the head tracking, only when I'm flying the ship. But that's definitely my preference. Nothing to do with how you might want to do it, but I have it turned off when I'm on foot, just because it was too confusing. Oh yeah, and it absolutely works if you use glasses. I mean, I've used it with glasses, so I know for a fact it does. You may need to, so if you're going to be using it with glasses, you want to calibrate it with your glasses on, and it'll figure it out. It's not hard, and it turned out that the same calibration in the iX4C worked for me both with and without glasses. I actually didn't need two profiles. It still found my eyes, and it still managed to figure out which way my eyes were looking. And it was absolutely amazing to me that it would do that, because you figure the glasses would do some sort of change in how the refraction and all sorts of other things, but no, it detected it just fine. So I've been very, very impressed with the quality of their software, the quality of their hardware, the ease of setup, and just how well it works and how easy it is to calibrate it and dial it in. Ah, okay, someone else who uses it. Yeah, it's definitely the best in existence. That, I mean, none of the other competitors even hold a candle to these guys. So I've tried a few others. I didn't like any of them. This is the only one that I've basically settled on this, and this is the one I use. When they go and make a 6, I'll probably upgrade to the 6. It's absolutely amazing technology. You know, you know, no add-ons, nothing on my headset. If I took my headset off, it still works. Of course, not when I'm looking at when I'm not in the stream. Go in the there. Now I'm in the right window. Whether I have my headset or on, it works just fine. No change to the calibration. It's amazing. And just to be clear, they have not sponsored me in any way, shape, or form. This is totally and completely my opinion from as a user of their product. So, anyway, am I? No, it's not hint hint. I mean, it's full disclosure, right? You know, it'd be one thing if they were sponsoring me and I'm giving a glowing review. It's something else if they're not sponsoring me and I'm still giving a glowing review. Oh, okay. Well, I've had people who've said stuff like that who weren't kidding, Dr. Claw. So it's definitely, while I wouldn't mind having a sponsor on my stream, that would make my life easier. Be nice to have some sort of income coming in from this. Yeah, I mean, you know, right now I'm using basically Thrustmaster products, the Tobii IX, and Voice Attack, as those are the paid products I'm using. I also have a set of SciTech foot pedals, but I don't know what you can say about foot pedals. They work. I'm not overly impressed with them. Their base is too light and tends to shift around. So I would prefer a set of foot pedals with a heavier base. But I'm not willing to go out and spend money on that right now. Anyway, unfortunately at this point it is 9 o'clock and a Sunday night, which means tomorrow morning I have to be up ungodly early. Yeah, right. Can't do that. Since I have an 8 a.m. meeting that I need to go to, so I guess I need to call things here and pick it up tomorrow. Alrighty. At this point, I'd like to I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride this evening. It was great having you all along. In the stream chat, we have 69 Treesmo, Shane, Tibbs, Zoltor, Dr. Claw. I hope I don't miss anybody tonight. It's a lot of people. Shane, Mr. Mad Hatter, Clive, Tacita, and I think I've got everybody. Alrighty. Thank you guys very much for joining me in the stream chat. It was great Oh, Tomcat. Hello, Tomcat. Sorry. You know, that's like the third time I've missed your name going down the list. I don't know what it is. Anyway. And oh, did I miss Thorpe? Okay, so I did miss Mr. Thorpe. So you're not alone this time, Tomcat. This time I missed a couple of people. It gets harder with to not miss people when the stream chat's active, and I really do make an effort to thank everybody. Tomcat, unfortunately, has been victimized by me scrolling down the list. All right. So, thank you guys very much for joining me. It was great having you all along, as always. So, at this point, we're going to leave things here. Pick it up again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for now. This is Troyce Majestus, signing out.